Today we are going to be taking a look at the Smart Art Box for the month of August, and I'm going to be doing an oil painting demonstration with a palette knife. Hi, I'm Lisa, the artist behind Lachri Fine Art. I know I just did one of these Smart Art Box videos very recently, but they have changed their schedule, and so they sent me this box a little bit early, so the video's early. If you are unfamiliar with what a Smart Art Box is, it's a monthly subscription box where each month they send you a new box full of whatever supplies you need to complete an entire project. This is so great for trying out new mediums that you might have been a little hesitant or wouldn't know what all you needed to get started. It definitely takes that pressure off trying something new. Inside of each of these boxes, you get full-size supplies, which is a pretty big deal. You're not just getting tiny samples, so you can create several projects in most cases. Here, you would just need to buy another canvas to make lots of paintings. To me, the real value of this box, besides the convenience of having it sent to you, all of the supplies you need, is in this brochure. They give you a brochure where they first talk about whichever artist it is that you're focused on that month. You get project pointers, you have a description of each of the supplies that came in the box, and then on the back, and this is the big part, is a step-by-step instruction on how to complete your own project. This is really going to be helpful if it's a medium you've never worked in before. Like the ink tints that I did a couple of months ago, I would have been so lost on how to use that medium without these lessons. And now I have gone on to painting more with ink tints because I loved it so much, so I'm pretty grateful to these boxes right now. So let's go ahead and take a look at what came in this month's box. So starting out as usual at the top of the box, which is so hard to get on camera, you have the information on how you can submit your own work to win a free box or for a chance to win a free box. So we've got the brochure, which I've already shown you. We have the Edge canvas. This is an 8x10 stretched canvas. A Pro Stroke Pure Red Sable No. 6 round brush. A palette knife. I could definitely use a new one of those. That's handy. We have 4 tubes of Soho oil paint. This one is ultramarine, cadmium deep hue, titanium white, and cadmium yellow pale hue. And last in this box is a lavender brush cleaner. I am really curious to see how this works because I believe it's supposed to be less toxic. Yeah, it says non-toxic. And that is what came in this month's box. For my project, as many of you know, oil paint is one of my primary mediums, so I have a pretty set way of how I like to do stuff, so I didn't copy my instructions as closely as I normally do on these. The majority of my painting I did with a palette knife. I didn't use the paintbrush a whole lot at all, but I went for pretty close. So let's go ahead and take a look at my painting. Now for these supplies, the Soho oil paints, I really did like. I've never tried them before. I typically use Winsor & Newton or Weber's Permalba, but they actually were pretty nice, especially with using for the palette knife. They even smelled kind of nice. So I'm actually looking forward to trying these with some of my glazing techniques that I typically use. I'll let you guys know in the future how I liked them for that. The one thing that I did not like in this box, and I will never use again, was the brush cleaner. I'm really excited that they sent this though, because I have you guys ask all the time for alternatives to the paint thinner or the odorless mineral spirit that I use. And this stuff was a great lesson in just because something is natural, it does not mean that it's safe or isn't going to try to kill you. The smell from this stuff was so strong, it actually caused my throat to tighten up really bad, my chest hurt, and the headache. Oh my gosh, instant headache. It was pretty harsh. Now, I am hypersensitive to this sort of thing. I've never had a problem with the Mona Lisa odorless paint thinner or odorless mineral spirits causing this, but this stuff was a very strong irritant. So just keep in mind when you're looking for natural alternatives, it doesn't mean that it's going to be safer for you to use. But I will say it worked great at cleaning the brush and at thinning down the paint as I worked. But it's definitely not a product that I would recommend to somebody who is sensitive to this sort of thing. It took a very long time for me to air out my studio so that I could actually go back into the studio because it was such a strong irritant. Not that that has anything to do with the box specifically, I just thought it was something to throw out there for you guys because I am asked about it so often. But here is my little project. You can see, maybe you can see, there is a ton of texture. It is really wet and it's probably going to take 2 months to dry because I've got that paint caked on there so thick. But I kind of like this one. It's like starry, starry sunset. I mean, if you're going to paint Van Gogh, you've got to paint the swirls. If you are within the US and you are interested in the Smart Art Box, I have my affiliate link below in the video description, so you can click on that and it will take you directly over to their site. You can get more information there. Thanks for watching. If you're new to my channel, I have new video critiques every Tuesday where I'm critiquing your original paintings or drawings, my own speed paintings, drawings, and tutorials every Wednesday, social media tips for artists each Thursday, and artist vlogs every weekend. So if you haven't already, I would love for you to subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. And you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, Google+, all of those social media sites. The links are below in the video description where you can keep up with news, my newest work, and see real-time clips of whatever it is I'm currently working on. I'll see you guys in a few days.